welcome back to Movies on the Brain. I'm Jason, and today we're stepping into the intense world of underground fighting with the 2008 action-packed drama Never Back Down. Directed by Jeff Wadlow and starring Sean Faris, Amber Heard, and Jamon Hunsal, this film throws us into a high-octane mix of martial arts and teenage angst. Get ready for a spoiler-filled review as we break down the fights, the drama, and everything in between. So lace up your gloves, get ready to rumble, and let's dive into Never Back Down. Never Back Down opened in theaters March 14th, 2008 with a budget of $20 million. During its 12-week theatrical run, it earned $41.6 million. Its opening weekend saw it open at number 3 with a total of $11.9 million, only behind 10,000 BC at number 2 and Horton Hears a Who at number 1 that also opened that same weekend. Its final week, Never Back Down was only shown in 8 theaters and only brought in $27,019. Now for the cast and some of the other roles they've done. Sean Faris as Jake Tyler. Sean Faris has also been David Nash in Stash House, Rick Penning in Forever Strong, and Craig Brewster in the TV show Reunion. Amber Heard as Baja Miller. Amber Heard has also been Angie Anderson in Pineapple Express, Mira in the DC Comics movies, and Nadine Cross in the TV show The Stand. Cam Gigan, Gigandent, I think that's how you say his name, as Ryan McCarthy. Cam Gigandent has also been James Witherdale in Twilight, Jack Miller in Burlesque, and Jake Green in the TV show Ice. Shimon Hunsal as John Roca. Shimon Hunsal has also been Joseph Sinek in Amistad, Mateo in America, and Papa Midnight in Constantine. Evan Peters as Max Cooperman. Evan Peters has also been Tate Langdon in the TV show American Horror Story Murder House, Todd Haynes in Kick-Ass, and Quicksilver in X-Men Days of Future Past and X-Men Apocalypse. Wyatt Smith as Charlie Tyler. Wyatt Smith has also been Brian Kometko in the TV show Make It or Break It, Kid Rat in the 2004 movie Garfield the Movie, and Billy in A Gunfighter's Pledge. Leslie Hope as Margot Tyler. Leslie Hope has also been Terry Bauer in the TV show 24, Anita Gibbs in the TV show Suits, and Linda Martin in the TV show Knots Landing. Tilky Jones as Eric. Tilky Jones has also been Tilky Flint in The Guardian, Max in the TV show One Tree Hill, and Logan Reed in the TV show Pretty Little Liars. Neil Brown Jr. as Aaron. Neil Brown Jr. has also been Guillermo in the TV show The Walking Dead, DJ Yella in Straight Outta Compton, and Richard Guerrero in Battle Los Angeles. Lauren Leach is Jenny. Lauren Leach has also been Katie and Sydney White and Melissa in Pawn Z. Anthony Matos, Daniel Hernandez, and Justin A. Williams as the Yellow Hummer crew. Matos has also been a stuntman for Pain and Gain, Fast Five, and Ride Along 2. Hernandez has also been a stuntman for Avengers Endgame, Creed 2, and Logan. And Williams has been a stuntman for Wonder Woman, Justice League, and Iron Man 2. Now for the plot. Jake Tyler recently moved from Iowa to Orlando, Florida, with his mother Margot and younger brother Charlie. The movie is in the furtherance of Charlie's budding tennis career. Jake's father died in a drunk driving crash, which classmates have taunted him about. An internet video of Jake fighting an opponent football player in Iowa who mocks him is shared at his new school, giving him a reputation. Initially, Jake has trouble fitting in, and while walking, he sees Max Cooperman seemingly being beat up by bullies. When he tries to intervene, Max and his friends tell him off as the bullying was actually a consensual mixed martial arts fight. Later on, Jake is invited by classmate Baja Miller, whom he's interested in, to a party. There, he is unwillingly pulled into a fight with Ryan McCarthy, the school's MMA champ, and also Baja's boyfriend. Initially refusing to fight, Jake snaps when Ryan jokes about his father's death. Ryan easily defeats him, and he's humiliated by a video of it circulating the school. Max befriends Jake, introducing him to MMA and connects him with instructor John Roca. After passing Roca's physical test and impressing him with his willpower, he is accepted as a student. Roca forewarns Jake that he mustn't fight outside the gym for any reason while under his instructorship. If he does, he will be thrown out of his gym. While Jake trains under Roca, he initially has difficulty quelling his anger towards Ryan. Baja apologizes to Jake for coercing him into the fight with Ryan, but he refuses to forgive her. When Ryan shows no remorse for the fight or his sadistic tendencies, Baja breaks up with him, to which he responds by aggressively grabbing her. Jake intervenes to protect her, so Ryan insults him about his father again and leaves. At practice, still furious over what happened, Roca tells him needs to leave until he cools off. Riding in Max's car, Jake gets into a road rage brawl, which Max films. The video circulates around the school and raises Jake's social status, agitating Ryan enough to confront him. After roughing Jake up privately, Ryan challenges him to compete in Beatdown, an underground fighting tournament of which Ryan is the reigning champ. When Roka discovers that Jake has fought outside the gym, he kicks him out and tells him not to return. Jake convinces him a short while later to take him back. Roka puts him through more rigorous training, which he uses as preparation for the beatdown. After a workout, Roka confides in Jake that he is in self-imposed exile from Brazil. His brother was a skilled MMA fighter and had handedly be a local troublemaker. The man later returned with a gun and murdered him. Their father blames Roka for the death. Jake later on apologizes to Baja for not forgiving her, and they start a relationship. He isn't interested in competing at the beatdown as Ryan wants him to. He changes his mind after Ryan severely injures Max, leaving him at Jake's doorstep. After taking Max to the hospital, Jake talks to Roka about participating in beatdown. Initially arguing, Roka eventually relents and reminds Jake to control the outcome. Jake arrives at the tournament and both he and Ryan make their way through each round, each emerging victorious. Jake makes it to the semifinal in spite of an injury he received in the previous match. Baja arrives not only to support him, but to tell him she understands why he insists on fighting, so he will never have to fight again. After learning that Ryan was disqualified in his semifinal match due to an illegal eye gouge, Jake forfeits, seeing no reason to continue. As Jake and Baja attempt to leave, Ryan confronts him and they finally fight outside in the parking lot. Jake is limited by his injuries, so Ryan at first gains the upper hand, applying a choke on Jake. However, he escapes and knocks him out using a Roka combination. Eventually, Jake wins the respect of his fellow students, including Ryan, and Roka returns to Brazil to reconcile with his father. Now, for my thoughts. Honestly, Never Back Down is one of my favorite fighting movies. It's a whole lot of fun. And Amber Heard really surprised me with how good she is as Baja Miller in this. I don't think I could see anyone else playing her. As far as other actresses, I can't think of any off the top of my head that would work really well. The fight scenes in this movie are well choreographed, especially when they use the slow motion and insane camera shots to get some really cool sequences. The soundtrack is great too, and every song fits. And now let's see what kind of fun facts and trivia there are about this. Sean Ferris gained 15 pounds of muscle for his role. Chris Howdy was inspired to write the script after his then teenage son showed him YouTube videos of fights taking place at his high school. Sean Ferris broke his L3 spinous traverse process when Jamon Honsal body slammed him. The film was shot at Cypress Creek High School in Orlando, Florida. Local fighters were used in the movie. In a beatdown tournament, a few of the opponents actually trained at local MMA gyms. Despite playing high school students, Sean Ferris and Cam Gigadent that were both 26 years old at the time of filming. The wakeboarding scenes were filmed at OWC, the Orlando Water Sports Complex. All the people seen doing tricks are local riders, not stuntmen or actors. And that's a wrap of on my breakdown of Never Back Down. Thanks for tuning in to Movies on the Brain. If you enjoyed this spoiler filled review, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more in depth looks at your favorite films. Got thoughts on this adrenaline filled drama? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. And stay tuned because I'll eventually be reviewing the entire Never Back Down series, including Never Back Down 2, The Beatdown, Never Back Down Surrender, No Surrender, and Never Back Down Revolt. Until next time, I'm Jason reminding you to keep your guard up and your brain buzzing with movies. See you in the next video.